Well, too bad, Windman. That's your job now. You can't take a job and then blame others for taking it. Unless they really force it, but whatever. Yoshi Adam, poorly named level, is here, and I can skip this one too. And we've got Tornado Man platforms. And those are definitely things I can fall through. Alright. I don't love Tornado Man platforms. But let's see how this goes. Whoops. Well, that's going to... Hey, hold on. Ooh, even just tapping jump gets me a full height jump. That's bad. I don't think these were in the dev kit. So I could be wrong, but I think these are just custom made stage gimmicks, and I don't appreciate how the coding of these guys went because... Oh, okay. Just then, I'm doing... You can see in the corner, right? In the bottom right corner, I'm doing tiny taps that should make me do tiny jumps. But I'm not doing tiny hops, I'm doing full-on hops. And that keeps me from properly adjusting myself. And that's, in some cases, devastating. So... the gimmick doesn't work like I would expect it to, or like it used to work, and I expect I'm going to have not fun with this level because of it, as a result. Ooh, never like this midboss. How about I just use some weapons? Don't close your eyes before attacking, please. Ah. There, I got one hit on him. This is really obnoxious. Can the super arrow stay there after I switch weapons? If I don't pause, maybe. Nope, it goes away. Ugh. You know what? Forget getting a better position to fight that guy. I'm just going to bypass him entirely. I'm going to bypass a lot of this level entirely, actually. That's my decision. Oh. That was a better idea than I realized. Nice! Stop making me jump full, please. I want to adjust my timing. Oh my gosh. And why... Why are these jumps so... Okay. Maybe they're not as exacting as I realized, because I was getting on like only halfway up for some reason. But it sure feels difficult actually jumping as high as I want from these, when you're making me have to jump that high. Give me that. And no, goodbye to you. Rush Jet it is. If I can actually get on him. Nope, I need Wheel Cutter again. Rush takes too long to appear, and or he has too much like height to him compared to Super Arrow. Can I Sakugarne, please? Oh goodness. I just want to bypass you. I just wanted to bypass you. Well, Sakugane makes fighting you easier at least, but I can't bypass you, really? If you're going to force the player to fight a boss or a mid-boss, make it obvious. This is not a fun challenge. I better get a checkpoint right now. Did this have noble nickels? I can't remember. Ooh, but now that I remember there's wind, this suddenly goes from looks like it's kind of telling me to go down to I really don't want to fall there. Oh, there are noble nickels. I can't seem to get that one from here. I probably can from here, but I'll need... I have some wheel cutter left. That's not what I wanted from that. Not at all. It'll have to do. And why can I go through this if I can't go left? Oh, you know what, I bet I could go through the other side of the wall. And it's just only letting me scroll right. Unless I can go over top the wall for some other reason. Nope. So, do I want to... I might as well. I can see if there's a checkpoint at any rate. And now I saw whether or not there was a checkpoint. In most of the rooms, what bothers me is that they don't work right, and I can't do a tiny jump to adjust my timing. In the next room, I just despise that mid-boss, and timing the teeny window to actually damage him along with the rotation of the platform is absurdly unfun. Also, these things most likely should not work during Flash Stopper, given that they stop moving during Flash Stopper. Oh. This deserved its skip teleporter for sure. The last one, the last level that had it, I'm not certain, but this one, oh yes. This is a chore. Also, as it happens, the jump height thing comes into play here too, because I've got to time my shots vertically as I fire them, and when it suddenly doesn't matter how long I hold down the jump button, it's not something I can have control over. I want control over it, like I always have had, even with that gimmick. Also, like, forcing a player to miss a secret just because they didn't notice the wall was lighter and, like, not letting them go back or anything is kind of... I don't approve of that. I at least don't get crushed here. But that doesn't go nearly near enough to the wall for that, for how low the ceiling is for that gap. What else can work on this guy? What else would make this easier? Maybe Hornet Chaser? Because I can shoot earlier, and no, Hornet Chaser is really not helping me. I know the Buster doesn't do me much good. If Grab Buster even does a little bit more damage, that'll help. Actually, Grab Buster also lets it move slower, so it lets me build up more shots for when the eyes open. But then I run out of it. Please, Slash Claw? Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't thinking of him as a shielded enemy. I won't have to use my M-Tank quite yet. Oh. Okay, I didn't have to save myself, surprisingly. I completely expected to. This must be a checkpoint. Please tell me there are no more mid-bosses, at least. I don't have... I have a little room to reposition myself. Let's just hope the timing works out, because I can't really adjust that. There we go. This part isn't as annoying, but I am so very intently not a fan of what else you've done. This looks like a place where had I not been more cautious, would have tried to jump to adjust myself despite the spike ceiling, because tiny jumps are supposed to be like normally possible, and then I kind of just now realized that I'm directing my ire towards the level creator and not the devs. But with how these aren't working properly at all, I almost have to assume that they were custom coded. And even if they're not, like, no consideration was given really to the fact that they're not working quite right and always make the player jump way high. And that's true whether you made them or someone else made them. Kasutan. I honestly agree, and I appreciate the sentiment and idea of there's no bad ideas, only bad execution. And I think had they worked better and had you given a little more thought to the obstacles that you made here, they would have been fun. This would have been a fun level with interesting challenges with the tornado platforms. The challenges that with the tornado platforms, partly as a result of how they work, and partly just because you thought to combine them with that snail mid-boss, which just did not leave itself, the timing was too strict by far. It didn't end up too fun. Now that's how you use that enemy, on its own. Ooh, nice. The wind will help me jump over the spikes, and so I jump way too early and don't even back off when I realize my mistake. I'm a genius. Ah! Yeah, this room in particular was perfectly fine, really. Aside, and had these been working just right, it would have been that much better. Oh. I am no longer compelled to use weapons and utilities to get through the stage, now that I've reached this part, so that much is good. That says that the challenges are more reasonable here in this second half. Let's not be hasty. I'm not sure why I tried to make that jump the second time, because I was expecting to die both times. I was surprised I made it the first time, really. On the whole, I think I would call this stage good. So that's a definite plus. Well, not the stage, but like the design. At least in the second half, the design on display is good. I'm still scared of this though. And I'm not quite out of Super Arrow, but it's okay. Wah. This room again. Another where it's not the most enthralling gameplay. Yeah, I wish the Tornado Man platforms worked completely and fully right. They're already pretty close, but that they're not quite right is a big detriment. And that they're not right is something that being fixed would probably like make a lot of the challenges in this level a lot more fair. Who have we got? Jolt Man. Okay, I guess that's the closest to a thunderstorm or wind robot math. Oh, that's kind of cool. He goes up into the clouds to get his electricity. That's neat, idea-wise. And the arena actually is contributing to the boss fight a bit. This is one of the better Joltman fights that we've seen. Even though it's just vanilla, the arena and the clouds are a long way in making it nice. Alright, and I actually didn't miss anything this time, so awesome. I'm guessing this was the end of an episode, though. So, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'd love to see you back for the next one. Till then, this has been Cheese. Take care!